your maps earlier, and we're in store for something tomorrow that we haven't experienced a lot lately.
Months and months since we've had winds as high as they're going to be tonight and tomorrow. I would imagine there will be palm fronds littering the streets tomorrow morning as you head to work, a little road hazard, so be alert for that. Let's take a look at our day today as seen from the Van Wezel camera. It was a beautiful day with temperatures pretty close to seasonal normal. A great day, in fact, with those high clouds, and the winds really didn't pick up until late in the afternoon, and tonight they're going to increase even more, and we're just about to have a beautiful sunset. One of our world-famous Suncoast sunsets. Our almanac today, we were pretty close to seasonal normal for both our high and low temperature. It's been as warm as 93 back in 1989 and as cool as 44 in 1977. Yes, it does get that cool this time of year, but just not very often. We have a huge area of high pressure that's dominating the weather from the Rockies all the way off the Atlantic, and it is channeling north winds across the region, triggering lake effect snow up in upstate New York, and also bringing some of the coldest air of the season to the northeastern United States. But by the time that air reaches us, it's blown over land that has not really cooled off for the season, so it moderates it, and by the time we get here, it doesn't really have the cold punch, it just has the dryness, the lower humidity. We've also had a subtropical jet blowing across us that's moderating the air mass as well. Right now, there's some pretty hefty thunderstorms over the Florida Straits between Key West and Miami, and across Florida, a few scattered showers passing in on the Atlantic coast, but by the time they get here, they've evaporated, traveling across the United States, across the state of Florida. No, this is not your imagination. That is lake effect snow blowing in from Lake Erie and Ontario. But because the ground is warm, it also has not cooled off yet. This is certainly not going to stick tonight. And talking about that cold air, look at the low temperatures developed tonight as that cold air comes all the way down to Florida and then stops right at the border with temperatures in the 50s, lows below freezing in many parts of the northeastern United States. Take a look at our forecast highs for tomorrow. It's going to warm up very quickly in the high plains, and because we have a progressive weather pattern, that cool air is going to blow off into the Atlantic in a pretty typical autumn day across the nation tomorrow. Here's our RPM computer forecast showing the storm staying to the south of us, and midday tomorrow we'll have fair to partly cloudy skies with speckled clouds and maybe a shower passing into the Atlantic coast, but it's the wind that is going to be the problem. And if anything, the RPM is underestimating these winds. I think it's going to be more 15 to 25 miles an hour tomorrow with gusts over 30. And because of these high winds, the National Weather Service has issued a lake wind advisory for the eastern part of the state and small craft advisories on each coast. Now, I'm not going to bother giving you the rest of the marine forecast because unless you have a big boat and are a professional mariner, you probably ought to stay in port tomorrow with winds gusting up to 35 miles an hour, especially offshore, and the seas building to 4 to 5 feet. Here's our forecast for tonight. Low 66 with windy conditions, and for tomorrow, a mostly sunny day, high temperature reaching 84, winds northeast 20 to 25, gusting to 32. Now those winds will be with us until they die down on Wednesday. Later on in the week, we'll have a calmer weather pattern for you. That's not going to get colder, it's not going to get warmer. It should stay dry, max for the rest of the week. Now sports.